Now on CoastTV News.
It's a wet and foggy start across Delmarva. More rounds of showers and some storms to come, along with summer-like 80s tomorrow. Details coming up next.
Suspects seized in Delaware State shooting. We have the latest development to a shocking situation that took place there last month.
Some tests after tragedy, what scientists hope to discover after the expected death of the large whale that beached itself in Delaware.
Renewable requests. We look at the solar farms like these that are being reviewed today in Sussex County.
This is CoastTV News Today.
It is Tuesday, May 7th, 2024. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Paige Marley. Thanks for being up with us during our 5 o'clock hour.
Yeah, Paige, we were talking before we went on the air. You pushed your sleep time back a little bit because of the Met Gala.
Just a bit. Yeah, not too bad, but it was worth it, kind of.
Worth it. I'm contemplating the same thing with NBA playoff basketball tonight. I don't know. I'll have to take some notes. How did you make out?
I feel fine.
Okay.
It was more just like, were the dresses worth it? But that's, that's something we'll talk about on Coast Life.
Somewhere. Oh, tune into Coast Life for that answer.
I love to. Bob was just talking to me about it. He's like, one girl had to get picked up the stairs. Yes, because she was the sands of time, Bob. So it all, it's art. It all is objective. It's all subjective. You get it?
Speaking of art.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, it's theater. I'm not a Met fan. I'm a Mets fan. Baseball, but I did see that girl getting carried up the stairs. I said, this is kind of crazy. All right, so anyway, we've got a lot of fog and rain. This is a 6-hour loop of the showers we had overnight, a couple of rumbles of thunder as well. And I did notice some thick fog driving in this morning as well. The heavy rain has now moved out to sea, seeing some showers in Ocean View and Fenwick Island. Also another batch of showers, Princess Anne to Whiteburg and Frog Eye. I love the name of that town. And then for the Eastern Shore, you're seeing some showers as well. And with the showers, we're also seeing areas of fog. We're watching low pressure developing off the Delaware coast right now. And behind this, slightly drier air will build in today. We have temperatures in the 60s out the door right now, and the winds are calm and the fog is thick. So use those low beam headlights. Only half mile in Georgetown and Ocean City. Could be close to 0 in some places. So watch out for that. Some more showers this morning on Futurecast. I think that fog will lift with time. And much of the morning is cloudy. I think in the afternoon, still a few showers, some peaks of sun, and it will be noticeably muggy as well with highs into the 70s. So watch out for the fog, the showers. There's a little bit of sun by 1 o'clock. We've got more rounds of showers and storms on the way and a really warm Wednesday. More on that coming up in just a bit.
Thank you so much. This morning, we have an update on the shooting death of 18-year-old Kamei De Silva last month on Delaware State University's campus. According to Dover police, 2 people have been arrested and charged with first-degree murder. 20-year-old Destry Jones and 18-year-old Damian Hinson, both of Dover, were both taken into custody May 2nd. Police say the 2 are being charged with the attempted murder of 2 men on campus. Jones was in Brooklyn, New York, and is awaiting extradition to Delaware. Hinson, now at Sussex Correctional Institution on cash bail exceeding $3 million.
DelDOT ramping up the final phase of a years-long project. The area we are focusing on is in the Lewis area at Robinsonville and Angola Road. According to DelDOT, the plan is to close the road so they can work on several parts of this project, including repaving the roads, utility work, and road realignments. This time of year is key for keeping the project on track.
It has to take place during the warmer months. It's not work that can be put off until the winter because you can't pour concrete and asphalt during the colder months. We need a warmer ground temperature.
And once Robinsonville Road closes down, it will stay that way until August. And DelDOT says Phase 1 of the Highway Safety Improvement Project will include these updates. We're talking pavement, widening to extend right and left turn lanes on all intersections, realigning Robinsonville Road to Route 24, and improvements including bike lanes, bus stops, sidewalks, crosswalks, and upgrades to lighting and drainage.
Volunteers spent Monday cutting up the 50-foot body of the fin whale that washed up on shore Sunday. It did eventually die. The Mayer Institute, which handles strandings like this, says the whale was very sick, and because it was so big, tragically, they had to wait for nature to take its course.
We did come prepared to try to euthanize it, but that takes about 2 hours to actually happen, and we didn't have a good window where we would safely be on land. It's very dangerous to stand behind a whale that weighs tens and tens of tons because it could roll on top of us.
That whale will be buried and naturally decompose. Samples were taken from the dead whale. Mayor says tests will be done to determine what led the whale to be so sick to eventually die.
In the middle of what has been an alarming spike in overdoses in Sussex County, the nonprofit organization Attack Addiction has launched a campaign called We've Got You. The goal of the initiative is to connect people struggling with substance use and vital resources and support. Some of the components include Narcan training, medication disposal, and more.
This morning, a Milford man is facing charges after Delaware State Police say he was arrested for his 6th DUI. Troopers say 59-year-old David Gillespie of Milford crashed a Jeep Liberty into a mailbox and a utility pole on Cedar Creek Road. It was near Heritage Road in Lincoln Sunday afternoon. The agency saying that driver was found walking away on Cedar Creek Road, and he has been committed to Sussex Correctional Institution on over $12,000 cash bond.
Happening this afternoon, the next step to increasing solar energy in southern Delaware. The Sussex County Council is expected to review six requests related to this type of alternative energy. 2 proposals have been submitted by Consolidated Edison and Delmar, one on Castwright Drive and the other on Hastings Roads. Those had a public hearing in December. A third Delmar site is being pushed by Sunrise Solar. This would be at R&R Lane. Taylor Mill Road in Georgetown had its public hearing last October, and earlier this year, Council deferred a decision on Elk Development Seaford sites. The O'Neills Road and Parlier Lane proposals are back up for review.
Happening today in Selbyville, the intersection of Route 113 and Hosier Street will be shut down. There will also be closures near the intersection of Route 113 and the Mason-Dixon Shopping Center. DelDOT says crews will be installing new stop-and-go traffic signals, and that work will last through mid-July. Also
happening today in the Dover area near Little Creek, there will be closures for crews to create an all-way stop intersection at Port Mayone Road, which includes new stop signs, warning signs, flashing lights, and pavement markings. They will be added. Closures will last through early June.
Milton Town Council moving forward with a proposal that would add 4-way stops to multiple intersections. That includes the intersection of Chestnut Street and Atlantic Street. We're showing you that area on the map. They've also approved a 4-way stop at Federal, Wharton, and Mulberry. An important point of clarification here, though, this isn't the final word on the intersection projects. DelDOT still has to weigh in before anything can be finalized.
Today marks 7 months since the October 7th brutal attack on Israel from the Gaza-based terrorist organization Hamas. Horrific scenes from that day included Hamas beheading Israeli civilians, putting babies in ovens and killing them by turning on the heat, committing sexual atrocities, and kidnappings.
Yeah, and after months of negotiations, Hamas's political wing accepted a tentative ceasefire deal, though Israel says it's not the agreed-upon framework negotiated with mediators because it didn't include the release of hostages. NBC's Bree Jackson shows us how close officials could be to a ceasefire deal.
Israel pressing forward on its military operation in Rafah. The IDF says it conducted a precise counterterrorism operation in eastern Rafah.
We cannot and we will not speak for IDF operations, but we've made clear our views about operations in Rafah that could potentially put more than 1 million innocent people at greater risk.
The White House says it's monitoring Israel's military operation. At the same time, the Biden administration continues to push for a ceasefire and is reviewing the current deal. This after hopes of a pause in the fighting shattered when Israel declared the deal Hamas accepted was far from Israel's demands.
There has been a significant offer on the table. The ball has been in Hamas's court.
We want to get these hostages out. We want to get a ceasefire in place for 6 weeks. We want to increase humanitarian assistance.
The fighting overseas and nationwide protests of the war continue. During a Holocaust remembrance ceremony today, President Biden will deliver a speech denouncing anti-Semitism.
There is no place on any campus or anywhere for anti-Semitism. There is no place for hate speech or threats of violence against the Jewish people.
He will also honor the 6 million Jewish people killed in the Holocaust. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
Well, we're just getting started this morning.
Yeah, Paige, coming up, Rehoboth Beach manager mayhem. We'll tell you what the city is discussing after its choice for a new city manager was met with some opposition.
Also, Fenwick Town Council benching the idea of adding benches on various streets. We'll tell you why one council member says there's support for the idea.
And a new report shows Social Security may run out if the U.S. government doesn't make changes. We'll tell you how much longer officials say the support could last. All that and more as CoastTV News Today continues.
When it comes to building your new home, don't settle for anything less than the best. Bay to Beach Builders is your trusted source for experience, quality, and design. Our team of experts work with you from start to finish to create your dream home. Expect an elevated customer experience with home visualizers, virtual home tours, and technology-inspired selections in our design studios. Visit one of our 2 convenient locations in Greenwood and Ocean View, or visit baytobeachbuilders.com. Your new home journey is a click away.
At East Coast Campers and More, we believe that having a camper is about enjoying the adventure, time with the family, and your escape to nature. From the buying journey to seamless setup, we've got you covered, walking you through every step, making sure you're spending the most time enjoying what's out there. If you need us after setting up, our mobile RV medics will come to you providing the highest quality of services and repairs. Come start your adventure in Frankfort, Delaware at East Coast Campers and More.
Chesapeake Healthcare welcomes new adult medicine doctors to their team. Dr. Mitchell Gittleman and his associates are accepting new patients at their office at Winter Place Parkway in Salisbury. Chesapeake Healthcare also expanded their adult medicine team to accept new patients in Pocomoke and their office in Berlin. Together, Chesapeake Healthcare offers an expansive team of adult medicine doctors and practitioners across the Lower Shore in Salisbury, Princess Anne, Berlin, and Pocomoke. Call the office near you today to schedule your appointment.
Oh, they're out there by the millions. And spiders, crickets, and ants are always looking for a place to call home. Look, up ahead is your home. And to them, it looks like the perfect place to settle in. Call Brazier's, and our expert technicians will establish a defensive barrier around your home that will keep out the riffraff. Our premium protection plan is guaranteed to keep spiders, crickets, and ants from moving into your home for a full year. Call Brazier's Pest Control today and say goodbye to unwanted guests.
It is 5:12 on this foggy and damp Tuesday morning. Bay Health Cam and Dover. You see the low clouds getting close to the ground there, limited visibility, and we've got very low visibility in Ocean City and Georgetown, a half a mile, maybe less. So you know the drill. Use a low beam headlights and take it slow out there. As we do have the bulk of the heavy rain that fell overnight now pushing offshore, but still a little bit of rain around Long Neck and also back in areas of Maryland and Virginia and the eastern shore of Maryland as well. We'll continue see these heavier showers moving out to sea, but still some light showers as we go through the day. As it is mild, temperatures in the low to mid 60s and muggy as well. So on the golf course, I'm leaving the putt way shy. Yeah, not so good because it's mild and muggy out there. The course is wet. It could be buggy with the muggy and a few showers too, and a high of 75.
I'm going to be blunt, Bob. That's one of the worst putts I've seen from you since we started doing that. All right, moving on, developing news in the governor's race in Delaware. State Republican Chair Julianne Murray has decided against running for this office. In a statement released Monday, Murray emphasized the importance of consolidating party efforts. This change of heart comes after Representative Mike Ramone declared his intention to run for governor. A GOP spokesperson previously told CoastTV Murray would enter the race this week. We now know the name of the man who died in a crash in Greenwood Sunday morning. Delaware State Police say 65-year-old Arnold Hockensmith of Felton was driving an SUV on Greenwood Road north of Tomahawk Branch Road when he went off the road and hit several trees before rolling over. Troopers confirm the driver was not wearing his seatbelt properly, and unfortunately, police say Hockensmith died at the scene.
A new report shows Social Security may run out if the U.S. government doesn't make changes. According to the Entitlement Program's Trustees' annual report, if Congress doesn't act fast to address the pending shortfalls, there will be fewer options. The report says the combined Social Security trust funds are expected to be exhausted in 2035. Meanwhile, Medicare funds are expected to be able to cover scheduled inpatient hospital benefits until 2036. The Food and Drug Administration says Hormel Foods has voluntarily recalled some Planters peanuts and mixed nuts due to possible contamination with the bacteria that causes listeria. So check your pantries. The 2 recalled products, 4-ounce packages of honey roasted peanuts, that's too bad, those are the best, and some cans of lightly salted mixed nuts. The peanuts have a best if used by date of April 11th, 2025, and the mixed nuts have a best if used by date of April 5th, 2026. All right, check that out. Right now, though, coming up, Fenwick Island Town Council benches the idea of benches on various streets. We'll tell you why that vote may not have been complete.
The visibility not too bad on our Spicer Brothers Cam in Salisbury, but where you live could be looking at dense fog. We've got the fog, the damp conditions this morning, and we slowly dried out a bit during the day, but more rounds of showers and storms on the way, and even 80s for Wednesday, then cooling down. I'll have your active forecast coming up in 2 minutes.
Today at 4 on Coast Life, discover a local volunteer group providing free bikes to international students for the summer and how you can help out too. Plus, last-minute Mother's Day gift ideas. Coast Life, today at 4 on Coast TV.
There are too many areas in Maryland elected officials seem to have a hard time finding. Not David Trone. His family came from Cambridge, right by the Choptank River that he used to fish in as a boy. If you're going to stand up for people who too often feel ignored and left out, you have to show up. David has. From Eastern Shore to Mountain Maryland and back, every Marylander deserves a voice, and David intends to carry yours all the way to the U.S. Senate.
I'm David Trone, and I approve this message.
From the time that I established Garlic Builders, I instilled certain core values into my company, like I learned in the military. The number one approach that I instill in my team is a client-first mentality. The relationship with the client goes far beyond the construction process. Years down the road, I want to be able to grab a cup of coffee or grab dinner and reconnect. For so many, this has been a dream of theirs to own a beach house, and it brings great joy to us to be able to be that bridge, to be able to make their dream finally come true. We're a family of builders, Garlic Builders, homes built with honor.
Helping people is why I became an attorney. I'm Kelly Geloff of the Law Offices of Tunnel and Razor, and I handle personal injury cases. When I meet with clients, they're usually in pain due to their injuries and overwhelmed by their situation. They come to me because they need someone to help. As your attorney, I will strive to have you feel less stressed and be the voice you need to get you the compensation you deserve. And you'll have me and my entire staff to help you through the legal process. Trust us to be your voice.
Next, Drew, there's a genaissance that's happening.
I told people they weren't allowed to use that word unless they could spell it.
Geanassance.
No.
Tuesday at noon on Coast TV.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
Time is 5:17, and you are looking live at Ocean City. Got a foggy scene there along the Worcester County coast. Can't really see a heck of a lot out there, Bob. But now that the rain has moved out, we are dealing with fog in the area.
We are, and typically the rain will lift that fog, Matt, and we're running out of the rain. A lot of that's moving offshore. So as a result, we're stuck in the fog, and some of it's really thick from Ocean City up to Georgetown. Half mile, there are pockets that are less than a half mile, maybe close to zero across Sussex County back into coastal areas of Maryland. So really be careful out there. Use the low beam headlights. It is kind of soupy. It's muggy out there, and that will be the trend as we go through really much of the week to come. Muggy to humid. It does dry out Friday into the weekend behind a cold front, but we're starting to get into that time of year where we start to feel that humidity. 66 Salisbury and Delmar, Seaford 66, Bethany Beach 65, Rehoboth at 62 right now, and the winds are very, very light, and that will continue throughout the day. Here's our radar replay. You can see the showers that were moving across the area. We had a couple of bolts of lightning last night with some heavier cells, but those have since moved offshore. Now it's just kind of foggy, cloudy with sporadic showers all across the area. Do a quick radar tour. Denton through Andrewsville, seeing some showers south of Milford as well. Through Herring Landing and Bayville, you're seeing light showers. A bigger cluster of showers, Princess Anne back through Welburn, Snow Hill up towards Golf Club Shores, and the Eastern Shore, also some scattered showers for you. So we'll be seeing that pretty much throughout the day, but I think we'll see some breaks of sun as we have this trough moving through. There's actually low pressure developing off the Delaware coast with the front off to the north. So here's Futurecast 7 a.m. taking some heavier showers to the south, and we're looking at temperatures rising from the 60s into the lower 70s by noon. Some peaks of sun, maybe still a little foggy and murky, and temperatures rising into the low to mid 70s. So a little cooler today as we still have a few more showers into the afternoon. Maybe some clearing spots this evening. That's not good because with the light winds and all that moisture hanging around, I think we could see more fog as we go through the overnight into Wednesday morning, and a few showers as we go into Wednesday morning. But once we burn out that fog and some of those clouds, Wednesday morning temperatures skyrocket. Look at this, mid-80s, maybe upper 80s by Wednesday afternoon. Cooler along the beaches. So here comes a taste of summer as we go into that time. But we're seeing another batch of showers and storms moving in on Thursday, and these will be stronger with a cold front and some showers lingering into your Friday as well. So we continue that unsettled pattern and maybe upwards of an inch of rain between now and Friday for the area. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, mid-70s today with the showers, 85 Wednesday, some morning showers, a better chance of stronger storms Thursday, 78, and then cooling down into the weekend, upper 60s with showers Friday. Right now, Saturday dry, but more showers by Sunday, 67. So very wet period. Good time to have an umbrella. And Linda Fenton from Lewis has a brand new umbrella, courtesy of Paul Davis and Coast TV.
Thank you, Bob. Commemorative benches could be getting another chance in Fenwick Island. Town Council previously voted 3-2 against those benches, but 2 council members weren't present, so some hope that there's still a chance to get them on board. The benches had plaques. They would have cost about $1,200. Their proposed placement was along Bunting Avenue on Dagsboro Street, Georgetown Street, James Street, and Lewis Street. The 3 council members who opposed it said that they didn't think it was safe to have benches in parking lots for safety and traffic concerns. Councilmember Janice Bortner says a lot of people have come to her to express their disappointment with the council's decision.
A large percentage of our population is older, and I think it's something for quality. It's a quality of life issue. People love to walk on Bunting. It's a health issue. People need to get out and walk, and it's a way that people engage with other people in the community.
And Bortner says in order to revisit the issue, one council member who voted against the commemorative benches, they need to second a motion to place it back on a future agenda for discussion.
Coming up next on CoastTV News Today, construction of the new Rehoboth Beach Patrol Station continues. We're telling you how workers are building around a recent setback. We'll be right back.
Wake up smarter.
I've got the 5 things you need to know to start your day.
Take a trip down memory lane.
Remember in elementary school when you would make those boxes?
Find your next furry friend.
His name is Peppy, and he's a 12-year-old Chihuahua mix.
And discover your inner clumsy.
That's a sad sign that you're getting old when you just take a little tumble like that.
Make your mornings brilliant. Join April weekdays from 6 to 10 on 107.1 The Duck. Sponsored by Acme Ceramic Tile Company.
Download the DSN app today. Driven by Preston Automotive Group.
Bright yellow dandelions, a clear signal that the time for prevention is now, for crabgrass and clover are soon to follow. Hillside Lawn Service has been making lawns around the Chesapeake healthier and weed-free for over 30 years. They don't mow it, they grow it. Hillside certified agronomists test your soil, apply exactly what it needs and nothing it doesn't. Their high-efficiency formulas help protect our waterways. Switch to Hillside now and get $25 off their annual maintenance program. Call Hillside Lawn Service for your free assessment.
Honor cyclists and loved ones who were injured or lost their lives as a result of vehicle cyclist crashes. Join us for the Maryland Eastern Shore Ride of Silence Wednesday, May 15th at 6 p.m. As part of May Bike Month, we're bringing attention to drivers and cyclists sharing the road. Start and finish at Unity Square in Salisbury. Helmets are required and lights front and back are encouraged. For more information, visit the Ride of Silence Maryland Eastern Shore Facebook page.
Prepare for an adrenaline rush like never before. Delmarva Sports Network is your destination for all the heart-pounding action of spring sports. From breathtaking strikeouts to awe-inspiring goals. Dive into the world of baseball, softball, boys and girls lacrosse, and girls soccer. DSN, where hometown heroes transform into legends and where champions are forged. Don't miss a single moment of unforgettable action. Delmarva Sports Network. Local teams, big dreams.
At the Jason Anderson Foundation for Youth Sports, we understand the benefits that sports activities provide to all children. Health, teamwork, leadership, and friendship. These are the foundations of growth. We provide team grants and individual scholarships to children in need, ensuring no one is left off the playing field. Our focus is helping kids 6 to 14 years old. Apply today at jasonandersonfoundation.org. The Jason Anderson Foundation for Youth Sports. where every kid plays.
After setbacks, construction on the Rehoboth Beach Patrol has resumed. The city says the construction team had to address issues like a hard patch of soil. A large crane was brought in last week to speed up the process of driving the piles into the ground. Crane made 17 holes for the piles. The city says 14 passed, 3 failed during that work, and they're looking into seeing if they can dig out those failed areas.
The Rehoboth Beach City Commissioners addressed some updates to the city charter concerning the qualifications for the role of city manager. During the meeting, the public debated over the hiring of the new city manager, Taylor Tedder. Tedder's unanimous appointment has sparked discussion on the requirements for the position as outlined in the city's charter. While the appointment was met with optimism from some, criticism from local residents, Tedder's expected to start his position as Rehoboth Beach City Manager on May 15th.
We bring back First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey, and whether it's the beaches or the bay, not a pleasant day today. How about that rhyme, Paige?
It was a good rhyme.
It was a good one.
Wow. You were a poet and you didn't even know it. Yeah. Okay, so we have fog this morning. It's not the best beach day, but I think we will see peaks of sun. Showers, Ocean City, but foggy for you and Fenwick Island this morning. You're only in the 60s today, but you will see peaks of sun into the afternoon, so have the sunscreen. UV index is high. Lewis, some showers this morning. Rehoboth, I think we're drying out through the day, but still a few spotty showers later on. Highs in the 60s and 70s. On the bay side, a little warmer for you. Mid-60s early on in Cambridge, and then mid-70s with some sun. And Crisfield, maybe a few showers early. Otherwise, low to mid-70s from noon to about 5 o'clock. But we've got more showers and storms in the forecast. A big warm-up, then a cool down. More forecast details coming up in a few minutes.
Bob, also coming up after the break, continued road work on 24 will be rerouting drivers during the busy season. We're telling you why DelDOT says the construction is better now rather than later.
And 2 men have been arrested in the shooting death that happened here at Delaware State University. We'll tell you what police are saying about the suspects. CoastTV News Today. We'll be right back.
Solar is a legacy you will pass on to future generations. So choose a local company with the skills and expertise to do it right. Sunrise Solar is your complete solar energy solution, offering interactive systems for farming and industrial. The Sunrise team has the knowledge, training, and certifications necessary to build the best solar unit for your needs. With a 25-year panel production warranty. Call today about financing and low monthly payments. Sunrise Solar, powering your future.
On Wednesday, May 15th, vote for your favorite chef at the 10th anniversary celebration Top Chef of the Culinary Coast event to benefit Meals on Wheels Lewis Rehoboth. The fun begins at 6 p.m. at Ivy and Dewey Beach, when you'll enjoy live music and feast on the area's best culinary creations and local spirits. Get your tickets online at mealsonwheelslr.org or call Meals on Wheels at 302-645-7449.
What do you do when your tire goes flat and there's no air anywhere? You reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable lithium-ion power plant. So fast and so convenient. It's like the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Look, you can inflate all 4 tires on a single charge. It has a built-in smart pressure digital sensor that gauges and automatically stops when the set tire pressure is reached. Easily inflate pool toys, exercise balls, and more. Call or go online now and get the complete Bullseye Pro inflation system for the factory direct price of just $79.99. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free, and we'll give you a 50% discount on a second one. Order now.
To order, call 1-800-771-0865. That's 1-800-771-0865, or go to getbullseyepro.com.
Now on Coast TV News.
It's a wet and foggy start across Delmarva with more rounds of showers and storms to come, along with summer-like 80s tomorrow. Details coming up next.
Up road work, we take a look at a big project in the Lewis area and if it's still on schedule.
Charging ahead in Maryland, what has led to a recent increase in electric vehicles in the state.
Moving forward on stopping in Milton. Steps taken by the town to eliminate some confusion for drivers in areas like this.
This is Coast TV News Today.
May 7th, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us. I'm Paige Marley.
Yeah, time is 5:29. We had a wet start to our Tuesday, and now if you're getting ready to hit the roads, you might have to deal with some fog out there.
Yeah. I obviously didn't drive all of Coastal Highway this morning, but I drove some of it. No fog that I saw there, but definitely some of those back roads per usual. Why is it like that? Why is it never on the main roads and it's always on the back roads?
On the back roads where there's no lights, and I know you've got a concern with lights on those back roads.
Doesn't make sense why we don't have lights on back roads. It's dangerous, but that is my spiel that I give every time we have bad weather.
Yeah, you can read more about that in Paige's upcoming novel.
I was like this driving this morning.
Delaware back roads.
Hope no deer pop out because I can't see. But I want to know the science behind it, Bob.
Wow, put him on the spot there.
Why at Coastal didn't have fog, but the back roads do?
I think the reason being is the farmland. I think they hold a lot of moisture, the crops. You have a lot of low spots with the farms, and all that moisture just kind of pools, and that's why you see the fog. And Paige, when you're governor, then you can put in something to say, hey, we need lights on the back roads. Yes, you can put that there on the docket. Okay, so we're looking at clouds, fog. This is a radar replay, a 6-hour radar replay. We had the showers overnight. It was great to see the rain. We really need it, and it's good when it falls overnight. Even had a few rumbles of thunder. A few showers hanging on in Fenwick Island, but the bulk of the heavy rain is moving away. Still seeing some showers around Newark into Whiteburg and Welburn right now, and a few showers around Bucktown. So we have the showers, but we also have the fog, and that's what we're really concerned about as well. As we widen out the view, we have low pressure developing off the Delmarva coast, slightly drier air to the west. I think we could see a little sun later on, but low to mid 60s out the door. Winds are calm and visibility is low, only a half mile in Ocean City and Georgetown. Use those low beam headlights. The fog may be hanging around for a while, but once the fog breaks away, we'll see some sun. UV index brought to us by Ocean City. It's high, it's a 6. Be careful out there. Burn time 25 minutes. If we see the sun, it'll be in the afternoon hours, so we're in the high to very high range. In fact, by Saturday, the highest so far, a 9. So really be careful out there. The higher SPF, midday shade, and limit time outdoors.
Bob, we got an update this morning on the shooting death of 18-year-old Kamei De Silva last month at the Delaware State University campus. According to Dover police, 2 people have been arrested and charged with first-degree murder. 20-year-old Destry Jones and 18-year-old Damian Hinson. They're both of Dover. They were both taken into custody on May 2nd. Police say the 2 are also being charged with the attempted murder of 2 men on campus. Jones was in Brooklyn, New York, and is awaiting extradition to Delaware. Hinson is now at Sussex Correctional Institution on cash bail exceeding $3 million.
Construction on this stretch of Route 24 going to reroute drivers all summer long. Robinsonville Road was supposed to close Monday. The work is now scheduled to start next week. It'll be on the 12th.
Yeah, DelDOT says when it's all said and done, you'll see a lot of new additions to the Route 24 area. CoastTV's Charles Reinert shows us what changes are coming down the road.
Roads closed, or at least it will be soon. DelDOT plans to close down Robinsonville Road from its intersection at Route 24 to Conley's Chapel Road.
You know, each passing month, it just seems like there's more traffic out there. So wanting to get these improvements done as quickly as possible.
The agency plans to widen Robinsonville Road, add sidewalks and crosswalks, and repave the road. And DelDOT says it's that repaving portion of the project that is dictating when they do this work.
This work is it has to take place during the warmer months. It's not work that can be put off until the winter because you can't pour concrete and asphalt during the colder months. We need a warmer ground temperature.
This job is the final phase of a 5-part plan to improve Route 24, all to make one of our coast's busiest highways easier to drive through. And with all these cones on 24, it seems like DelDOT is one step closer to a finished product. And once Robinsonville Road here does close down, it will stay that way until August. But that won't be the end of the construction here, as you'll continue to see crews out here working on the roads until December. I'm Charles Reinert on Route 24, CoastTV News.
And this brings us to our CoastTV poll. We're asking, what's your opinion on DelDOT's infrastructure projects? 84% of you say they are needed sooner. 7% of you say they're actually a waste of money. And 9% of you say, they're necessary upgrades. All right, keep voting if you'd like. Go to coasttv.com or you can vote on our mobile app. Milton Town Council is moving forward with a proposal that would add 4-way stops to multiple intersections. That includes the intersection of Chestnut Street and Atlantic Street. We're showing you that area on this map. They've also approved a 4-way stop at Federal, Wharton, and Mulberry. And an important point of clarification for this, it's not the final word on the intersection projects. DelDOT still has to weigh in before anything can be finalized.
In the middle of what has been an alarming spike in overdoses in Sussex County, the nonprofit organization Attack Addiction, they have launched a campaign. It is called We've Got You. The goal of the initiative is to connect people struggling with substance abuse with vital resources and support. And some of the components include Narcan training, medication disposal, and more.
A Wacomico man is facing charges this morning after Maryland State Police say he was arrested and charged with the murder of his own mother. 48-year-old Jeremy Gentry has been charged with first and second degree murder, first and second degree assault, and more. According to police, 68-year-old Beatrice K. Gentry was found unconscious in a bathtub just before 9 p.m. on Sunday at her home in Fruitland. Police say emergency crews pronounced her dead at the scene. Further investigation led to police to Gentry, and that investigation is still ongoing.
Got a lot more news to get to. Don't go anywhere.
Coming up this morning, car seat care, free car seat checks in Sussex County. We're telling you where you can catch the next one.
Also, tussle for Bayside Conference title, the back-and-forth game in Stephen Decatur's attempt to bring home a crown in girls high school lacrosse.
And a return to the stands. We're telling you when you can start to see lifeguards in South Bethany. Stay with us on CoastTV News Today.
Your wallet is always in danger. Criminals can hack your information without you even knowing. Introducing Slim Mint, an ultra-thin RFID blocking wallet that keeps your cards and cash protected. Slim Mint uses the latest RFID blocking technology to prevent thieves from stealing your info. It's ergonomically designed to optimize space and keep your belongings organized. With the auto-locking Slim Mint, your cards and money stay securely in place. It has a built-in cash clip and a flexible outer band to fit your additional cards and cash. Call or click now and get Slim Mint for just $29.99. Order in the next 5 minutes and you'll get an instant $10 discount. So it's only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get Slim Mint at this low price. There's a strict limit of 3 Slim Mint wallets while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-613-4296. Call or visit slimmintwallet.com. So call 1-800-613-4296 now.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness, itchiness, or coldness? Then you need the new, clinically proven Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way.
After using Legzercise for a week, I felt like I wanted to go for a walk again without pain like I used to.
Legzercise Pro's patented walking simulator propulsion technology moves your feet back and forth along its concave track, creating constant movement and flex at both the knee and ankle joints. It's like having a physical therapist right in your own home.
It's helped with the swelling and the pain. The tingling feeling is gone.
Call right now and order your very own Legzercise Pro, the clinically proven automatic leg mover that soothes pain and naturally promotes healthy circulation. Call now.
It's about 5:38 on this very foggy morning in Ocean City. Dry attack cam visibility is low. Be careful out there. 62 right now, and that visibility is low all the way from the coast of Maryland up the Delaware coast, back inland as well. Georgetown only a half mile in fog, so use the low beam headlights. Take it slow as the steady rain has moved away. Still seeing some showers around Milford right now and through South Bethany. Nothing all that heavy. More concentrated showers through Maryland and Virginia and the Eastern Shore. Also seeing a scattering of showers, so that trend will continue through the morning hours as we have temperatures right now in the low to mid 60s. It's mild and muggy, and I'm leaving the putt well short today. Yeah, I guess alligator armed it. Not so good. Mild and muggy, a few showers, 75, and the course is going to be wet as well. Call the CoastTV First Alert weather phone. It's 443-880-9100. I just updated it with the latest forecast, sponsored by Baird, Mendalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
Your kids safe, that's the name of the game at the Delaware Office of Highway Safety in partnership with Safe Kids Delaware. Recently, they hosted a free car seat check event in our area. The purpose of the event was to ensure car seats were properly installed and that children can ride safely. Kyle Marvel, a certified technician for 4 years who recently renewed his certification, explains the importance of bringing this event to the community and his ongoing commitment to community safety.
I think a lot of people in the area may not understand all that goes into proper installation, and without that knowledge and it not being installed properly can result in injury to that child passenger. The more we can get that information out to the public, the more children will be in an appropriately adjusted car seat and will be safer on the roads.
So if you couldn't make it to that event, just visit our website. You'll learn how to schedule a free inspection of your car.
Georgetown Elementary School has received national recognition. The Indian River School District says the school is recognized for commitment to empowering students by Project Lead the Way. Georgetown Elementary has been named a distinguished school for STEM curriculum and career readiness. Maryland now has more than 100,000 registered electric cars. It's a 59% increase since 2022. Maryland's Transportation Secretary is emphasizing the state's leadership in zero-emission vehicle adoption, pointing to expanded infrastructure, accessing clean transportation, and initiatives like the National Electric Infrastructure Program. The Transportation Secretary also pointing to state and federal tax credits and rebates.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Stephen Decatur girls lacrosse aim to end QAC's reign at the top of the conference for the last 3 seasons. In the first quarter, Ava Kinyard with the spin move fires and scores. Decatur takes the 1-0 lead. 2 minutes later, RJ Enser passes it behind the net to Kaisa Hicks. Back to Enser, who finishes it off, tying things at 1. With 15 seconds left in the first, the spin move and shot by Bailey Pinder puts the Lions up 2-1. In the second, Sadie Kaufman with the free position finish for the Seahawks, game tied at 2. Less than a minute later, the Lions respond. Pinder finds Riley Klepler. QAC back on top 3-2. Then Decatur freshman Kennedy Kirby makes her own move and slams it in. It's tied at 3. Under a minute before half, Enser takes advantage of the free position shot. QAC back in front 4-3. Then the ensuing faceoff leads to Kaufman taking matters into her own hands behind the net and through 2 defenders. Her second goal ties the game at 4 at half. In the third, a free position for Kaufman is trouble. Her hat trick puts Decatur ahead 5-4. 3 minutes later, fast break for Kaufman, and she can't be stopped. She makes it 6-4 Decatur on her 4th goal of the day, but the Lions aren't done. A free position for Enser. She bounces it home for the hat trick. It's a 1-goal game. In the 4th, it's Pinder to Enser. Her 4th goal for QAC. We're knotted up at 6. Under 4 minutes left. This time, it's Enser to Pinder for the go-ahead goal. QAC wins their 4th consecutive Bayside title in comeback fashion, 7-6 over Decatur. That'll do for sports. Have a great day.
We have your first look at the new Man of Steel and the animated return of a Star Wars icon. Rick Damigella has more in the Hollywood Minute.
The new Superman suit is revealed. Director James Gunn released the first photo of David Corenswet in costume on the set of the upcoming Superman film. Fans will get to see the latest Man of Steel in action when the movie hits theaters in 2025.
Misa going to hurt you, sir.
Jar Jar Binks is back. The polarizing Star Wars character returns to the universe in the upcoming animated special, LEGO Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy. The 4-part event debuts on Disney Plus in September.
The nominations for Best Film presented by Sony Pictures Entertainment are...
The finalists for the Easter Seals Disability Film Challenge have been announced. This is a look at the 4 finalists for Best Film chosen from 135 global submissions. The event honors short films that promote disability inclusion. The winners will be announced May 9th. In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
Celebrities arrived at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York last night for a 2024 Met Gala. This year's gala donned the dress code Garden of Time as guests put their creative twists on attire, bringing out unique colors to their outfits. The gala's theme this year, Sleeping Beauty's Reawakening Fashion. So notable co-chairs for the Met Gala this time included Zendaya, Jennifer Lopez, Bad Bunny, and Chris Hemsworth. They all dressed to the nines for the special yearly event.
I'm just getting ready for the Met Gala. Yeah. That's all you do, right? Yep. All right. No fog in Salisbury this morning on the Tidal Health Camp, but other parts of Delmarva are seeing the fog. Take it slow out there. We dry it out a bit today with more rounds of rain and storms on the way, even 80s tomorrow. Then a cool down. Your forecast coming up in 2 minutes.
Delmarva's Classic Rock, Big 107.7.
Today at 4 on Coast Life, discover a local volunteer group providing free bikes to international students for the summer and how you can help out too. Plus, last-minute Mother's Day gift ideas. Coast Life, today at 4 on Coast TV.
You need to lose weight, but you hate lugging out that big blender for a healthy shake. Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. Designed like this shake bottle you take to the gym, it has the motor and blades built right into the lid. Bionic Blade quickly creates smooth drinks just like the big blenders. But this is portable, so you can make a shake anywhere. Make pina coladas right by poolside. Even grind coffee beans and make a quick, refreshing iced coffee pick-me-up on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99 and we'll even ship it to you free. But wait, order now and get 2 sipping lids, a second large blender container, plus the sports lid, yours free. You'll get this entire portable blending system for just $29.99. Call or click now.
To order, call 1-800-709-7148 or go to buybionicblade.com. So call 1-800-709-7148 or you can order online at buybionicblade.com.
Life is all about choices.
And on Delmarva, we know you have a lot of country music stations to choose from.
Well, at Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3, we believe we do more of what you want.
And playing stuff that we love too, like Morgan Wallen. Lainey Wilson. Plus all the good stuff too, Reba, Brooks and Dunn, Garth, and all the classics in between.
So we're issuing the Coast Country Challenge.
Tune us in for a week and we're sure when you'll accept the challenge,
You'll feel Delmarva proud too.
Stay ahead of our ever-changing coastal climate with the CoastTV First Alert Weather Team. Our team is always at work to deliver the accurate forecasts you need. With us, the weather is more than a forecast. It's a part of life.
It's 5:46 on your Tuesday. Let's take a live look at Salisbury, see if there's anything happier going on there. And, you know, a little dreary still, Bob.
But not too foggy.
Yeah,
no, I mean, the visibility is good there, Paige, but don't let your guard down because if you're traveling across other areas of Delmarva, you'll run into a lot of fog. Only half mile in fog right now. In Georgetown, you see this deep kind of brownish color right over the central part of Sussex County. That's indicating thicker fog. But the visibility's come up a little bit in Ocean City at 1.25 miles. It was a half mile earlier. In Salisbury, as we just saw, their visibility's pretty good, but still seeing some of that fog this morning and the very muggy to humid conditions the next few days right into later Thursday. Then a cold front comes through. Then we start to dry things out. It becomes a little more comfortable as we go into the weekend. But not so right now. We have temperatures in the middle 60s, some lower 60s along the coast. So it's mild. It's kind of muggy out there, and we've got light winds right now. And looking at clouds and radar, this is about a 4-hour loop, and you can see that the heavier activity has moved offshore. We had a couple of rumbles of thunder overnight, some heavier rain, and now just a scattering of showers across the area, northern Sussex County into the Milford area, also Ocean View, but more concentrated showers south of Ocean Pines and Newark, and then Whiteburg. So in that part of Maryland down into Virginia, we're seeing some showers, and Nanticoke, and then into the eastern shore, seeing those showers as well. So they'll be around this morning. Then again later this afternoon as we have this trough area of low pressure developing. This model is a little overdone with the severity of the rain, but we are seeing the showers moving through. And Futurecast at noon has us mostly cloudy, maybe a little bit of fog hanging on, and some showers as well in the low 70s. So low to mid 70s should do it inland areas for today. We could clear it out a little bit this evening, and that's not necessarily good because we could see fog developing tonight into tomorrow morning, and some of that fog could be thick. And maybe some very early morning showers as we go into Wednesday morning. Otherwise, looking at the fog and clouds giving way to very warm conditions by 2 o'clock. Look at this, 84 to 86, 87 degrees, so very warm. If you want relief, go to the beach, the 60s and 70s there, and very warm into your Wednesday evening. And then we move into Thursday. Cold front moves in, and we start to see showers and maybe some vigorous thunderstorms into the afternoon hours. We'll be watching that for the potential of some stronger storms, and some of those storms linger into Thursday night and then into Friday the morning. morning's dry, but then I think we see more showers building in later in the day as we keep it unsettled. And between now and the end of the week, I think we're looking at about a half an inch to maybe about an inch of rain, but it's spread out over several days. So I don't think we're looking at flooding concerns, kind of the perfect rain scenario. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast, 75 today, showers, fog, and a little bit of sun too. 85 Wednesday, and then those storms on Thursday could be a little feisty, 78, and then cooling off Friday, 68 with some showers. Only mid-60s for the weekend, so kind of coolish there. Dry Saturday, more showers Sunday, but then mostly sunny by Monday and 70 degrees.
Thank you, Bob. The Georgetown municipal election, it's happening this Saturday, and the town says Wednesday, tomorrow, last day to register to vote. Current incumbent mayor Bill West is being challenged by Angela Townsend. The deadline for voting by absentee in person is this Friday. The election will take place from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m.
South Bethany Beach Patrol returning to the stands May 25th. The town says lifeguards will be on duty weekdays from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. They'll be around on the weekends. That's from 10 to 5:30. That's through Labor Day weekend. The Beach Patrol reminding you, please respect the beach rules. Make sure everyone has a safe and enjoyable summer.
In Ocean View, the town is preparing to release property tax statements for homeowners. Fiscal year 2025 tax statements will be mailed on or around June 1st. Property taxes, they can be paid through August 31st without penalty, or you can get a 1% discount if you pay it by July 31st. And the payments can be made online or through cash and checks sent to Town Hall. If you live in Ocean View and do not receive a tax statement by June 15th, you can contact the town's tax office.
Coming up on Coast TV News today, have you been to the gym but you haven't seen any results yet? We're going to show you how to maximize your workouts.
And the visibility about 5 to 6 miles in Salisbury, so low clouds, visibility not bad there. Other parts of Delmarva seeing the fog. We dried out a bit later today, then more rounds of rain and storms for Thursday, but before then a really nice and warm Wednesday, then cooling down. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up next.
Honor cyclists and loved ones who were injured or lost their lives as a result of vehicle cyclist crashes. Join us for the Maryland Eastern Shore Ride of Silence Wednesday, May 15th at 6 p.m. As part of May Bike Month, we're bringing attention to drivers and cyclists sharing the road. Start and finish at Unity Square in Salisbury. Helmets are required and lights front and back are encouraged. For more information, visit the Ride of Silence Maryland Eastern Shore Facebook page.
Intruders are more likely to target homes with dark zones. Take the bullseye off your house and turn on Bionic Spotlight Extreme 360, the motion-activated home defense light that looks just like a high-tech security camera. It detects even the slightest motion and automatically triggers 6 ultra-bright LED high beams. During the day, it's disguised as a high-tech security camera. It's completely wireless and installs in just seconds. Powered by solar panels, no batteries needed. It adjusts a full 360 degrees. Call or go online and order your Bionic Extreme 360 for just $19.99. But wait, we can also include a second one. Just pay a separate fee. Plus, we'll give you free shipping on your entire order.
To order, call 1-800-316-1548 or go online to buybionic360.com. So call 1-800-316-1548 or go to buybionic360.com.
Our soldiers are heroes who protect our country. But when they come home, it's up to us to help our heroes. Now, during FH First Spring Into Giving campaign, for every $29 cooling system tune-up we perform, we'll donate that amount directly to Wounded Warrior Project. FH Fur Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical. Call 877-CALL-FUR or visit FHFur.com to schedule your $29 cooling system tune-up. And use hashtag SpringIntoGiving to share how you're giving back.
Not everyone wants a big funeral. For those seeking a simple alternative, the Eastern Shore's most trusted family and funeral service offers another option. Eastern Shore Cremation and Funeral Service is simple and affordable. A direct cremation tribute starts at just $15.95, or choose to have a small visitation service, serving Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia with easy consultation by phone and streamlined electronic documentation. Learn more at easternshorecremation.com. Eastern Shore Cremation and Funeral Services. Simply respectful.
Working out is one key way to staying fit and healthy, but according to a recent study, over 50% of gym injuries occur due to overexertion, something I'm very familiar with, Paige.
Okay.
Another
I'm not
80%
gonna
of
say
injuries
anything.
happen from mishandling weights.
That's why it's important to know what
Also,
you're doing.
I'm aware of that. That applies to me too.
You know what you're doing?
No, I don't.
Oh, I thought you were saying the opposite way. Well, it's important to know what you're doing. That way you prevent injuries and get the best fitness results. Alexa Lorenzo shows us what could be hindering your progression in the gym.
Many of us hit the gym with the best intentions. But there are some mistakes that start even before you go.
It starts off with sleep the night before. So a lot of the times we just think about the physical aspect, but sleeping the night before, getting good quality sleep, that'll set you up for the workout. Other things as well is not being fueled by nutrition.
3 common injuries that you want to avoid in the gym.
Low back, typically it's when people hunch over while doing exercises. Second one are knees, doing movements like lunges or anything where you're favoring one side, and then having pain with that and continuing with doing improper form, that's gonna aggravate the knee as well. And number 3, believe it or not, is shoulders. So shoulders, even if you don't have shoulder injuries, sometimes it'll expose in the workout, depending on their positioning, holding things.
And don't forget the importance of rest and recovery.
This is overlooked by a lot of people. So your rest days, adding saunas, adding compression boots, stretching, mobility, those things are very important, if not more important than the actual workout routine.
With ways to keep you safe in the gym and get the best results, I'm Alexa Lorenzo reporting.
And a few more ways you could be sabotaging your workout if you think cardio replaces lower body strength, if you only use machines, and if you hit the gym without a plan.
It's now 5:55. It's time to check in with our Coastal Pet of the Day.
And today's Coastal Pet of the Day is a unique fellow here on your screen right now. Is Guinness. This is an adorable munchkin breed who loves to sit on his hind legs. His name is more than appropriate because, get this page, he's stout. Guinness, stout, yeah.
Of course.
And this cute cat was submitted to us by Elizabeth in Fenwick Island.
I love munchkin cats. They're so cute. And we want to keep seeing all of your cute pets on Delmarva. Send us more photos and tell us what makes them so special.
Scan that QR code at the top of your screen to submit your furry friend to Coast TV News, and then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
It's 5:56 now. Time for a quick look at your forecast before you head out the door.
Yeah, Bob, you've spent the past hour tracking fog now. Fog all over Delmarva.
A good chunk of Delmarva, not everybody. You know, we just saw Salisbury. Their visibility is still pretty good, but Georgetown down to Ocean City up the Delaware coast, that's where it's thick. And use those low beam headlights, take it slow, and watch out around the bus stops this morning and the school buses with the stop signs. Make sure you stop. Looking at the showers, mid-60s, and then lots of clouds throughout the day. Muggy, still some sporadic showers from time to time, and highs into the mid-70s. It's really going to have that muggy feel today. Paul Davis 10-day forecast is going to have that summer feel tomorrow after morning fog, 85 degrees, and then showers and storms Thursday, 78, and that should take the edge off the humidity heading into Friday, but still some showers, 68. And for the weekend, we're looking at highs only in the 60s, kind of cool. Partly cloudy Saturday, showers Sunday, but then warming up next week, and we string together 3 mostly sunny days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then the rain returns by Thursday.
All right, Bob, coming up in our next hour, arrests announced. It was here at Delaware State University just weeks ago that a teenager died in a shooting. Now 2 men are facing first-degree murder charges. That and more as we continue on Coast TV News today.